Welcome to 755 Live, about 5 minutes of what Jesus said. You can see a different command of Jesus every weekday with our weekday Bible plan at bible.today.church. Would just encourage you to be a part of that and read the Bible with someone. It's great to discuss what's in the plan every day. Today's Jesus said is from Luke 12:11 through 12, where Jesus said, share supernaturally. That's kind of a soundbite explanation of what he said there. Let's read from Luke 12, verse 11 and 12. And when you are brought to trial in the synagogues and before rulers and authorities, don't worry about how to defend yourself or what to say, for the Holy Spirit will teach you at that time what needs to be said. Now, surely this was just to the first disciples, right? We shouldn't expect to have to defend ourselves in the synagogues or churches and before rulers and authorities. Well, in the verses before, Jesus isn't just talking about the first 12. In verse 8 of Luke 12, he says, I tell you the truth, everyone who acknowledges me publicly here on earth, the Son of Man will also acknowledge in the presence of God's angels, but anyone who denies me here on earth will be denied before God's angels. He's talking about anyone, not just the 12. And in Luke 21, verse 13 through 15, he's speaking of the end times, and Jesus says something very similar about what to say when persecuted. He says, but this will be your opportunity to tell them about me, so don't worry in advance about how to answer the charges against you, for I will give you the right words and such wisdom that none of your opponents will be able to reply or refute you. Now, there's a lot of hoopla right now about how crazy things are, and yeah, things are crazy. I mean, I'm in quarantine right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Jesus told us to expect things getting worse and worse. But the good news, adversity is not an obstacle. It's an opportunity to share supernaturally. We don't have to worry if we'll have the right words or if we'll say the right things. We have help, supernatural help through the power of the Holy Spirit. Acts 1:8 is our promise, a power to witness no matter what. And as a Jesus follower, we don't have to have it all together. We don't have to have everything all planned out. We don't have to have a theological degree and able to share or to be able to share. We have the power of the Holy Spirit as our teacher and helper. And sometimes we are hesitant to share about Jesus because we don't know what to say. We're not sure that we have all of the right theological things ready and prepared. But you don't need a prepared speech. You don't have to have a plan. You don't have to know all of the answers. God's got this. And we can share supernaturally the good news of Jesus. Our helper is there when things are good and when things are bad. So I want to encourage you today as a Jesus follower, look for opportunities to share and watch for the Holy Spirit to show up to talk about Jesus. Well, how do I know that this is the Holy Spirit? Well, the Holy Spirit testifies of Jesus. That's what Jesus promised in John 15:26. He said, but I will send you the advocate, the Spirit of truth. He will come to you from the Father and will testify all about me. It's not really that complicated. We can share the good news of Jesus Christ no matter what the circumstances. If things are good, if we're being persecuted, if we have to defend ourselves, we don't have to worry about having the right words to say. We have a supernatural teacher and helper, and we can be witnesses no matter what. And we know that we have the presence of the Holy Spirit because he talks all about Jesus. So look for an opportunity today to share some good news. And yeah, just as John just posted, it's as easy as come and see. Jesus promised we have power. So share supernaturally. That's what Jesus said. How can we put that into action today?